been amazing talking to you guys about how to achieve a simple and classy look during your graduation. This makes me feel like some kind of fashion designer. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another video. If you are a new subscriber, thank you so much for coming. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Okay then, so today we are talking about how to achieve a simple yet classy look for your graduation photo shoot. Let's get started. Okay guys, so no matter where you are in terms of your education level right now, I know at some point we all think about the finishing line, that moment when we finally get our certificates and we finally call it a day with whichever level of education we are in, primary, high school or university, college, doing your master's or even your PhD. We all picture that finishing line and want to live this moment. We want it to be the best moment, and even though we might not yet have reached there, we're already picturizing or already planning for what we should wear, the kind of photos we want to take, and it's normal to think that way. And yeah, so if you're here because you want to achieve a simple and classy look for your graduation, then have a seat. Let's do it my way. So guys, whatever I'm sharing in this video is basically my way of doing things, which is led by two words: simple and classy. I believe that achieving simplicity is my thing, and also looking smart and classy at the same time is my thing. Now, looking classy the term classy can vary in meaning based on how somebody defines it personally, okay? But classy is something for me. And I also believe that being smart or being presentable comes with wearing something that feels like you, something that speaks to you. And it doesn't have to be a trendy thing, it just have to speak to you, because once something feels like you, once something speaks to you, you get comfortable and confident in it. And that's the biggest way of being smart, because dressing up, you are the first person that should be comfortable before other people commenting on how you are dressing, okay? I want to mention this as well. I also believe that number one way to dress smartly is dressing in a way that pleases your maker, okay? And there are different dressings according to where you're going. Now, because you're talking about graduation here, we are talking about dressing and going to the public. The photo shoot guy can be a man, and also you want to be posting your photos on social media. So basically, you have to wear something that is in align to the hijab that has been prescribed when you are going to the public. Yeah. So Bismillah, let's get started. So if you want to achieve a simple and classy look for your graduation photo shoot, you have to know what the gown is going to look like. Most importantly, know the color of the collar of the gown, because most gowns are usually black, but there is this upper part, the collar, which is usually varies in terms of color. So know the color of the collar of the gown you'll be wearing. Now, how can you know about this? So when I was preparing for my graduation, I asked around, I asked classmates, I asked from people who had already graduated. Okay, I didn't find perfect answers. Like, not most people knew what my gown, my collar's gown is going to look like, or the color of it. So I had to choose something that is kind of neutral. Yeah, so you can go ask from your school. If you are from every school or every faculty usually has a different color of gowns. If you're an IT person, there is a different gown for you. The collar gown is usually different. There are people from School of Business, their gowns are usually have a different color. School of Law, like every faculty has a different collar. Has a different color in terms of the collar, and even the hat. There's something that usually hangs from the hat. Yeah, so you need to know the color of the collar of your gown, before you go shopping. Let's do a recap. So I said that you need to know the color of the gown, and you can know this by going to your school. Go to your school, or even go to the enterprise department of the university and ask them, because you want to achieve something that is comfortable, something that you can frame it and have it and just admire it. Yeah. So guys, point number 2 is you need to talk to people who might have already graduated, or people who have a sense of fashion. You can even Google things online, okay, and see how you can style your whatever outfit you're going to wear on your graduation day. Yeah, so for my case, I consulted my sister Neema. If you're watching this, hi, thank you so much for helping me get a simple and classy look for my graduation. Yeah, so you need to talk to people, hear the different tastes, hear their experience, and then come up with something that speaks for you. Okay, come up with something that speaks for you. Once you talk to people are going to advise you on the color or maybe the type of outfits that you should wear. Like for my case, my sister advised me to not to wear matching colors, okay, but to wear something light. And she also advised me that whatever outfit I'm going to wear inside my gown, it should not go beyond the gown, like it should not be dragging down. And then, yeah, you know how it usually looks like when we're wearing a very long dress and it's outside your gown. And okay, for me it doesn't look pretty, it doesn't look classy to me, but to somebody maybe it looks pretty. So she advised me to get a pencil dress, but then yeah, I agreed to that, but then I'm coming to the point of coming up with something that really speaks to you. Point number 3 is shopping early enough for the outfit. So there's usually a date given that by this time, this is when the graduation is going to occur. So you need to do your shopping. Shop for those shoes you want, or even borrow. You don't have to get everything new. If I have to tell you this for you to do it, yes. You don't need to have everything perfectly new. You just need something that speaks for you on your big day. So if your sister has a good cute hijab you can borrow, or even cute shoes you can borrow, or even a cute dress you can borrow, come up with something. And if you can't go shop for something good enough for you, go shop for something that speaks for you based on the knowledge that you have. Yeah. So for my case, I went to the local market on Sunday and I went around and picked pencil dress as my sister had advised. It was green, and I'm not so good at describing materials, but it's kind of velvet or a stretcher, I don't know. yeah, so I used one of the hijabs I had bought some time back. Point number 4 is linked to point number 2, where I was talking about my sister advising me on what to wear, but then I tried to come up with my own way of doing things. Okay, since my dress was a pencil dress, it was obviously shaping my body, so I had to compromise, or I had to sacrifice some things, because I wanted my photos to be on Instagram, to be on social media. So basically I didn't want anyone to see something that isn't hijabified, okay? Yeah, something that isn't hijabified. So that's why if you look at all of my photos I never opened the gown of the zip, and I was totally okay with it, because the main thing I wanted to achieve was not to have my dress dragging down and then have a gown on top of it, you know. But then I also selected a gown that was long enough, like it literally went up to my ankles, and the shoes I wore, you guys have seen them, they also covered my ankles. So basically I was fully covered and I was very comfortable, alhamdulillah. So this is what I'm basically talking about. You can have a simple classy look, and at the same time you are just practicing your deen and having fun in exploring fashion. Yeah, so guys, I think we're done with the first part of this, which is to select a good outfit for the day. Okay, another part is about asking around for a good cameraman or camera woman. Yeah, so you ask your friends. If you see people posting good photos from your school or from a place close to where you're going to do a photo shoot, ask them who did the photo shoot for them, and then link up with the photographer, and then plan for a date when you will be going to basically do the shoot. Yeah, so you also have to pick a person who is going to do it at a friendly price. You don't want to do it with somebody who is going to give you high prices, and at that moment maybe you can't afford much. The other thing, you need to pick a good spot in your school or in whatever place you're going to do your photo shoot. If you want do things that speak to you. If you want to be in a studio, like I've seen people doing photo shoots in studios where they have a background of books, they have a background of something that basically speaks for them. So look for an affordable place, a genuine place, a peaceful place, a beautiful place that speaks to you, where you're going to do your photo shoot. Another thing here is about the postures or the poses that you're going to be doing during your photo shoot. So how do you get photo shoot ideas for your graduation? Yeah, so Google should be your friend. As I have mentioned before, Google stuff. Look at the different poses, the bad girl poses, the bossy poses, look at them all, okay, and then come up with something that speaks to you. You don't have to pose in a certain way just because you saw me posing or you saw another person posing. You need to pose in a way that speaks to you, so that even if you look at this photo tomorrow, you know this is me. This wasn't a forced version, okay? Yeah, and also be open to try out new things. Don't be too close-minded, okay? As long as something is halal, just be open to pick it. Yeah, so pick a pose that speaks to you, and also make room for a group photo. You might liaise with some of your friends or even people who will be doing photo shoots around you. Just capture that moment and have fun doing it. That is all for today. It's been amazing talking to you guys about how to achieve a simple and classy look during your graduation. This makes me feel like some kind of fashion designer. Yeah, so basically, if I can do a wrap up of the video, we talked about the most important thing, which is selecting an outfit that fits your values, and also an outfit that speaks for you, okay? Another thing we mentioned about is looking for a good cameraman, and also looking for a good spot that speaks to you. And also the last thing we talked about was getting good poses for your photo shoot. Yeah, so I hope you guys also had fun as much as I did in this video. If you want me to make any other video related to this or related to anything else, please remember to suggest below. And I know I have been talking about dresses mostly in this, but if there is a brother watching this, I hope you can apply this to during the time when you'll be preparing for your graduation, because you also have to get a good look as much as the ladies have to. So you have to plan for it. And I hope you'll turn these tips to a way that speaks to you too. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching, and ma'as salam.